Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I'm back with yet another episode of Road to Ranked, where I climb the online VGC 17 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. Of course, this is our second episode of the day. I double uploaded yesterday, and I'm doing another one today because I missed out on 2 uploads over the weekend, so do want to apologize for that, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content. I could not have asked for better games, especially for a brand new team. The last 3 episodes were all absolutely mind-blowing, and if you haven't seen the one from earlier today, man, I really recommend you check that out, especially that second game. That was just absolutely mind-blowing, but it's been a lot of fun so far, and we're gonna find Justin from New Jersey right away. I'm wondering if this is Justin Karras, who was able to take home the New Jersey, or excuse me, there was a Pennsylvania midseason showdown. He got top 8 at Worlds last year. A really awesome person and guy. Not sure if that's him, but I would assume so, given that he's from Jersey. So, yeah, it's going to be our first game for today's episode. As always, if you guys enjoy Road to Rank, please share support by leaving a like in the video. We would really appreciate it. Justin here running a team of Torkoal, Oranguru, Tapu Lele, Tapu Koko, Garchomp, and Kartana. So, this is kind of similar to a lot of the team comps we've seen, where it's like, okay, you've got like mainly really speedy and offensive Pokemon, and then some defensive ones as well, or a Trick Room-oriented team component. So there's the Oranguru and the Torkoal, and because of the Torkoal, I'm a lot more scared to bring Ninetales. Otherwise, I would just immediately kind of pick it without even thinking. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna lead. The tricky thing is, I don't know what items the Koko has. I don't know whether he has Taunt. I'm running out of time, so I really should pick soon, but I'm gonna go Porygon and Muck with Arcanine in the back. And Tapu Fini is the last one. Yeah. I would really love to bring Garchomp here, but I'm not sure I really can. So, sorry, not Tapu Fini. Or, wait, no. It is late. Let me reuse my words. Yeah, I'd really love to bring Garchomp here, especially because it has Tectonic Rage and that can just one-shot Torkoal, but I don't know. Like, maybe I should have brought it, actually, but I was just worried because it's slower than Koko and Kartana. So, Porygon 2 and Muck comes out, and we see Koko and Kartana from my opponent. Okay. So it's like, if he doesn't have Taunt, I could get a pretty free Taunt up here. Download probably gives me the special attack increase, which is rough, because I probably need to switch Porygon 2 out here. I think I'm actually going to switch out into Arcanine and Poison Jab Koko. Because there's such a big threat of Trick Room right now, so I can kind of bait it. We'll see. This could go horribly awry. But he's not switching out. Yo, nice. Okay, we'll take that. So there's a taunt from Koko. And the Sacred Sword. Ooh, that's so juicy. Excellent. So here's the Poison Jab. That should bring Koko down to its Sash if it has one. No, actually it doesn't. No poison either, but that's perfectly fine. I think Kartana will want to... Oh, shoot, I am taunted. Oops. That's the one downside. Kartana here definitely wants to switch out. If there's a Garchomp in the back, you definitely switch out into Garchomp. So I'm going to predict Garchomp coming back in. I'm going to switch into Porygon, and I'm just going to go for a Shadow Sneak onto Koko. Because that's his main way of denying Trick Room right now. We saw the taunt. Yep, called it. So I should still get a special attack increase here, which is great. And I could shuffle back in for the Intimidate with Arcanine, which is why I did bring Arcanine. Less for its offensive prowess, more for Intimidate. But also, it's a really good Pokemon to switch into Kartana. Yep, special attack increase. Protects with Koko, that's fine with me. Okay. How do I want to play this next turn, though? So Tectonic Rage is still a pretty potent threat. And he could have Torkoal as his last Pokemon. Do I want a Trick Room? I think I still want a Trick Room, yeah. And I'll sneak the Koko again. I'm fine losing Muck here. Muck's done his job. Whoa, wow. Torkoal coming in? No! Oh, that was so smart. That was really good. So I can't sneak because of Psychic Terrain, and he gets Taunt off. I walked into that one, but that means there's no Torkoal. Okay. Very nice play. However, Porygon's still a pretty big offensive threat. I'm gonna Poison Jab Lele. I'm afraid of the double up right now into Porygon. And I don't think I really need Feeny in this game. So I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna switch into Feeny. And I'm gonna Poison Jab Lele, because it hits I could eliminate Coco. No, but its damage output is not that great right now. So yeah, I'm gonna switch out into Feeny. That was such a good play last turn. I did not consider that, and I should have, because I was so certain Torkoal would be in the back. So I might sacrifice Feeny here, but that's a sacrifice worth making, and now I can Shadow Sneak again. But I didn't want to sneak the Coco here because Lele is a far bigger threat, especially because he could have the Z move. No Z move though. Oh, he's actually Scarf Lele. Okay, that's also good to confirm. Okay, that's fine with me. Nature's Madness. Nice. I'll take that any day. Instead of Thunderbolt. Perfect. So we get Poison Jab off. This, I would think maybe can knock it out. Yes, it does. Very nice. So I think I like how I've managed this game so far. The switch outs have been good. I got really caught off guard by that one turn though. That was something I should not have allowed to happen, but it's okay. So Garchomp comes back in now. If I said, like, Porygon wins the game solely off offense, too. Does he Z-move this turn? I think I can actually go for a safe play of just Moonblasting Garchomp and Shadow Sneaking Coco. Yep, okay, so the Protect is kind of obvious, but Garchomp here either Z Tectonic Rages, or he could just Earthquake. No, he Poison Jabs. Okay. So, this is actually perfect. Because now what happens is I bring in my Porygon, which will get a download boost, but more importantly, we'll be able to set up Trick Room. And Porygon actually just offensively beats Coco, Garchomp, and Kartana at this point, even with Assault Vest. So, yeah, get the special attack. So I get a free... Like, I'm probably going to lose Muck here, but that's fine. I'm willing to just Shadow Sneak into Coco and Trick Room. Unless Garchomp can deny me. Yeah, he doesn't switch out. That was what I was... Like, a switch out could be bad, but Shadow Sneak does knock out Coco. And... might go for Rock Slide Flip. Nope, okay, just Z-move. Nice. So I'm hoping actually this does knock out Muck, because I want the Arcanine switch in. Unless he crits this onto Porygon. Okay, so here's Tectonic Rage. He does go for Porygon. I should survive this pretty easily. Nice. And Trick Room. That is very wonderful. So Kartana's obviously going to come back in. I don't know what item it has. That's the main tricky thing. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to recover. And I'm going to swap Muck out into Arcanine for the Intimidate. Because Porygon wins against both Kartana and Chomp right now. So unless he crits, I win the game most likely. And Ice Beam should just knock out Garchomp. But I don't know whether he's protecting here or not. If he does protect, then I just win the game next turn. Yeah, nice. Even if he... No, he could still crit Sacred Sword, I suppose. But even a crit Sacred Sword should have knocked Porygon out. Yeah. Yep. Excellent. So, this is now just a pretty simple play. I'm just going to Ice Beam Chomp, and... probably should double up into Chomp. Yeah, Porygon's faster anyway, so if Ice Beam doesn't knock him out. And he doesn't go for the double, perfect. even if he went for the double protect, like, if he doesn't get it, I just win. Ice Beam knocks out Chomp anyway, yeah. It should always, or, like, in case, I don't know, I just covered it in case he was defensive by any means, because even if he gets the double protect off, I can just continue doubling up in that spot. Kartana has no way to deal with my Arcanine, and Flamethrower just knocks it out. Probably Assault Vested. That's why I do have Arcanine on this team, because AV Kartana is so popular, and woof! Very intense game there, but we managed to pick up the win, and Porygon be able to set up Trick Room in the late game. Really, really big, and yeah, this was just a game where I was able to manage Trick Room. I think setting up Trick Room pretty well, getting it in a good position. Porygon was honestly an offensive monster. Like, if you get the download boost, which you can often get, especially against Kartana, because it's special defense that solo, then, you know, Ice Beam, like, 1-shots Garchomp, 2-shots Kartana, you know, Tri-Attack, 2-shots Coco, and even Lele if they're not very defensive, which that was a Scarf Lele. So yeah, that was I'm really happy about that game as well. I feel like I played pretty decently, and the one turn that I got really caught off guard by was the switching into Lele, but I knew that, like, the thing is, switching to Lele, you just never want to do it against a Muck, because Muck just obliterates Lele. Like, there's nothing Lele can really do. I mean, you can Moonblast for okay damage, but beyond that, there's really not much that you can do. So, yeah, you know, at first when I was using this team, I was like, man, I feel like it doesn't fit my playstyle, but I feel like I'm slowly understanding it a little bit better, and we're climbing back up in the 1800s, which is nice. But our second opponent of the day is going to be a 1797 rated opponent from Japan, rocking a team of Kartana. Ooh, this is a scary team. Kartana, Tapu Bulu, Nihilego, Alolan, Ninetales, Arcanine, and Araquanid. So this is a team you look and you're like, why is there an Araquanid? Like, there's no Trick Room component, but I have to think twice about setting up Trick Room, specifically because my opponent does have Araquanid, and that's tricky. I hate Nihilego too. It's just one of those Pokemon that is, like, very obnoxious to deal with. What do I want to lead with? And I hate going against other Ninetales and Kartana, because, like, most of the time you end up speed tying with them, so that ends up being very obnoxious. So, Arcanine is a good lead against everything bar Nihilego and Araquanid. So is there something that can cover Araquanid and Nihilego? Not really. That's a problem. I think my best bet is actually Arcanine plus Muck, because Muck can knock off Nihilego. Nihilego's defenses aren't exactly the greatest. I'm going to want Feeny because it could switch into Ninetales and Arcanine well. For the last one, who would I want? Chomp's tempting. Chomp is very tempting. Chomp is so tempting. But he can just get one shot by a bunch of things, whereas Ninetales has the Sash. So because Ninetales has Sash, I'm going to go Ninetales. This could be a mistake, though, because now I don't have that many great ways to hit the Araquanid, and I'm worried about that. But the benefit is if he does bring it, I will be able to outspeed him with everything. Maybe Porygon would have been the call. I don't know. The thing is, Porygon, most of the time against a combination of my opponent's Pokemon, will get the attack increase instead of the special attack increase through download. And then it just doesn't do too much damage and gets out-damaged. We see now you go in Ninetales. What did I lead with again? Arcanine and Muck, okay. So the Intimidate doesn't matter here. Now I kind of wish I did bring Porygon, because I'll probably just switch out into Porygon here. Okay. So the thing is, only one of these two Pokemon can have the Sash. I would guess now he goes Life Orbed. I really need to knock out Nihilego, because that's by far the biggest threat to my Feeny. I can't protect with Arcanine. Shoot, forgot about that. That's bad. I think I'm honestly just going to Flamethrower Ninetales and knock off Nihilego. Because I can survive a Blizzard plus and he might want to protect Nihilego here. Oh, he actually switches out. Okay, that's fine by me. Into Araquanid. That's cool. He could go for an Aurora Veil, though. Yeah. That's 30. Ugh, I don't have great ways to deal with Araquanid, especially because I can't burn him, and that's bad. Yeah, Ninetales can take these Flamethrowers quite well. He probably has the Z Crystal here with Araquanid. Still does an okay amount of damage, though, to be honest with you. But now he goes still sitting in the back, and that's something I'm not looking forward to. Yeah, I should have brought in Porygon because I could bait my opponent into switching to Araquanid, which is exactly what he did here, and then I could capitalize off that. I'm going to switch into Feeny here. And Protect. He could, like, maybe he doesn't go for the Z move onto Muck and just goes for Liquidation. Oh, Ninetales switches out. It's now Ego coming back in. Yeah. Shoot. Okay. I'm really hoping for the Z Liquidation into Muck, because that would waste the Z move. If he is running it. Or he has to be. Knock off and get rid of an item. Let's see. Knocking out now Ego is going to be so hard, though. Yeah, okay, so he did go for it. That's good at least. So I get something out of this turn. Like, that turn went decently well. I could have snarled with Arcanine, and maybe I should have, honestly. Okay. I'm gonna get Hydro Vortex. It's not gonna do too much. To the Muck. But the Aurora Veil is really the biggest issue, because this now Ego is just difficult to deal with. Yeah, Muck takes that pretty darn well. And I don't think, like, if I had to guess, he's Life Orbed or Choiced with Nihilego. So now the thing is, do I want to make a really hard read and not Protect with Tapu Fini? Because he knows I'm not Choice, so he knows I have Protect. I've got Ninetales in the back. That's actually helpful. Protect is so obvious from Fini right now. So I could make a really crazy hard read and just attack. And I'm very tempted to do so right now. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to attack here with Fini. But if it doesn't work in my favor, does Sludge Bomb even knock Fini out, though? That's the other question. He just goes for it. Darn. It was just such an obvious play, I was hoping I could catch my opponent off guard. But maybe that was just too aggressive of a play and I should have played safer. He's Life Orbed, okay. Yeah, I guess I should have protected. Almost get knocked out there, but survived barely. Okay. I think I have to bring my Ninetales in right now. Yeah. Losing Fini is bad though because I didn't plan around Araquanid very well, I think. And the Nihilego is just a really scary Pokemon because that's one of the few Pokemon that can like actually just one-shot Tapu Fini. So here's another question. Do I predict a Protect from Nihilego? I could just double Protect here. How many turns of Aurora Veil does he have? 2. Hail's about to expire. That's actually a problem as well. I think I just will Blizzard here. But it probably doesn't even knock out Nihilego because of Aurora Veil. I wish I had Freeze Dry right now. I'm gonna sneak in Blizzard to knock out Nihilego, I think. Ah, he switches out too. Good switch. Into Ninetales. Yeah, I got outplayed this game pretty darn well. Oh, okay. Well, there's some hope. The Araquanid protects. I don't think Shadow Sneak plus Blizzard even knocks out Ninetales, but we'll see. Oh yeah, definitely should not. Does so little damage, actually. The other issue is Hail's about to expire. Did his Aurora Veil disappear, though? I think so, right? Maybe I have to go all on this turn and just Blizzard and Poison Jab Araquanid. I should have brought in Porygon. He just Blizzards, okay. No freeze, please. Okay. Do I knock the Arachnid out even? Probably not. Oh, yeah, definitely not. That's not good. Yeah. He's just gonna Liquidation. Ooh, into Ninetales. That still knocks me out, probably. Yeah. Hail stops. Oh no, there was one more turn of Aurora. I'm just blind. Yeah, that was bad. I should have. I don't think there was anything I really could have done, to be honest. Maybe protect my Ninetales. That could have been better. I've been pretty flustered this game, honestly. I just, like, did not have a concrete game plan against Arachnid, and that's been causing me... Excuse me, the combination of that plus Aurora Veil has given me a lot of difficulty. Yeah, I think I just lose. I'm gonna Snarl in case he switches in. Actually, that doesn't even knock it out. He probably just Liquidations here. Maybe a Blind Blizzard. I think I lose with Nihilego in the back anyway. Should have Shadow Sneak Ninetales, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, he has Freeze Ray, okay. That what? Going for a freeze? Oh, he can't freeze me because of terrain. Or maybe just trying to get some chip damage. So I'll bring it down to a 2-2, I guess. But I don't have enough resources to win this one. Muck and Arcanine are already pretty weakened. Well, let's see what the last two. We know Nihilego. Mist disappears. Nihilego's defense is kind of bad. So I do have Shadow Sneak on Muck, but should be able to take it. Last one is Kartana though, so if I like Shadow Sneak crit, I could still win this. No, it's got too much HP though. I don't think so. There's no way. But yeah, I think my only play here really is to Shadow Sneak Flamethrower. It's gonna hang out with just like a little bit of HP. Like it'll bring it down probably like it'll do like 75% of what it currently has, and I'll be sad. Let's see. Well, he doesn't protect with either. Oh yeah, I called it. It was gonna do 75% of the range it had. You Sacred Swords Muck. You know, maybe I could have protected Muck and Flamethrower. Because Power Gem actually probably doesn't knock me out. That was bad. It probably does. Like, never mind. Oh, I actually did survive. Would have depended on Kartana's item. Oh man, it's probably actually if it's Sash, I would lose anyway, I think. But if it's Assault Vested, I'm sad. I'm so sad. I should have, instead of going for the crit, I should have just protected. I forgot like he didn't have life orb anymore. That was actually a perfectly winnable game, and I didn't fully think things through because I forgot. I don't have extreme speed either, and I can't take another one. Dang, that is actually really depressing. That's why you always got to think about your win conditions, and I thought the crit was the only win condition, and I thought maybe I could have still picked up a knockout because Nihilego's defenses are low, but Flamethrower Protect would have won me the game because then I just Shadow Sneak and Flamethrower, and you have to target one of my two and that knocks it out. So I actually had that game, it was very possible to win. All I had to do was make one different play there at the end, and yeah, I don't like, the thing is, I'm trying to think. Because, yeah, there's no reason not to protect Muck there. Well, see, the thing is, if Kartana's Focus Sash and he protects there, I suppose I'd lose the game anyway. So in that position, I kind of have to go protect Muck and Flamethrower. If I want any shot at winning. Because the crit's a win condition regardless, right? So at that point, I have to hope he's Assault Vested. And I thought Power Gem would just knock out Arcanine anyway, but that was something I really should have considered. I'm a little bit bummed out about that. I should have fully thought out that last turn, honestly, and that just goes to show that, I mean, it felt like I was playing from behind the entire time, but I had a win condition. It's just a little bit frustrating to throw it away like that, since it felt like I was literally one step behind the whole time, and then in the end, there was actually a very possible way to win. Of course, he could have just doubled up onto my Arcanine as well, and, I mean, that's the other thing, right? Let's say he does double up onto Arcanine, expecting me to protect with Muck, or not expecting Shadow Sneak, then I lose the game if I do protect Muck. So it's not necessarily, oh, this play would have definitely won me the game, But given the circumstances, it's likely he's not going to double up. Actually, to be honest, if I'm him, I probably do double up onto Muck. But then again, he doesn't know that my Arcanine doesn't have Protect, so it's really tough. My opponent ended up making, like, the most simple play, but it ended up working out. And I should have expected Arcanine to, like, the way it works out, because it's best of one, my opponent probably just doesn't expect Arcanine to be so bulky. So he probably just goes for the simple play, which is what he did. And obviously my opponent could have read that. Maybe let's say if I Protect Muck and he doubles an Arcanine, then like I mentioned, I lose the game because he knows Arcanine's the bigger threat. But one reason why he might be scared to do that is because he knows if I Protect Arcanine, then he can just knock me out. So, yeah, it was frustrating. That actually, literally one different play would have won me that game. And, I don't know, like, it's probably a misplay. Like, I do want to call it a misplay. I don't think it was, like, a very, like, obvious, oh, you completely missed that. But given the circumstances, it's likely my opponent doesn't double up into Arcanine. So I was a little bit afraid of a play that my opponent probably wasn't going to make, and I should have just went for the obvious. Because he didn't know I had Shadow Sneak either. That was the other thing. So without knowledge of that, like, the cards were in my hand, and I could have easily turned that around. So, yeah, frustrating last turn, and I can't be too mad about that, though, because that's a game you reflect on. It was like, literally, if I made one different play, I could have won that game, and it was a tough team matchup, but still played relatively decently. Didn't get any, RNG in either way, so that was just a game where I felt like I was getting outplayed for the most part, but I wouldn't say I gave up there in the end, but I was too afraid of a play my opponent was most likely not going to make. So in the future, if I'm in that scenario, I would just go for, the simplistic play. But yeah, that was a really fun episode too. I'm having so much fun with this team in general, and I hope you guys are enjoying watching it. Definitely a little bit frustrating of a loss there, but one that was very controllable, and one that was just completely on me. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As always, please leave a like if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.